Hello, level 3. We're going to have a go at creating an image as requested by Dan Sermon. Shout out to Dan Sermon. This one is for you. So we're going to have a go at creating kind of a James Bond effect, and he's going to be dripping in flames. And we're going to silhouette this guy as well. So building on some skills from some of your previous sessions. So let's give it a whirl. It's not very long, this tutorial, about 10 minutes. Please scrub forward, scrub back as needed, and give me a shout if you need any help. So, first job, get yourself a picture of a guy in a suit. Please find a large image. It will be much easier to work with if you do that. And give it a name as well. I'm going to call this one Suit. Great. So what we need to do first of all is get rid of the white background. And to do that, we're going to use a quick selection tool. Remember this from the magazine unit. Go to your quick selection tool. And you'll notice, for starters, your selection tool is really small. But it doesn't really matter too much. Just try and grab as much of the areas as you can. And I notice I'm missing the hands, so I'll zoom in and make sure I've grabbed the hands as well. Let's add those into the selection. This side as well. And there's some areas I don't want, some of these white areas, for example, in between the hands. So if I hold down Alt, I can minus those. And on this side as well. And this tiny area in here. Good. And any areas I've missed, I'm just going to add. Cool. And I don't think I want this area, so again, I'm going to press Alt, get rid of this area. For this top part of the arm, I need a really, really small brush, so I'm going to make that very, very small. And let's see if we can grab some of this area up here. Remember, hold down Alt, so you get a little minus tool, and try and use that to grab some of that area. Fab. Have I got everything? Nope, missing his ear. Let's just add that in. Okay, so a quick tip then, if you click Refine Edge, you'll make the edges a little bit smoother. And what you could do, I've got mine set to View on Black. You could just change that so you can see the same as me. What I like to do is just maybe up the smooth just a little bit, so it's a little bit smoother. And you could even shift the edge, make it a bit closer, so you definitely get all the areas of black. You're going to output to a new layer. Press OK. Good, so he should be on his own now without a white background. So I guess the next job then is to, I think, turn him into a silhouette. So we'll go to Image, and you need to go to Adjustments. Let's desaturate first of all, turn him to black and white. Then Image, again Adjustments, and go to Levels. And we're going to up the black to the point where get rid of any grey on his face. And press OK. Great, so we've got our silhouette. Now we're ready for the flames. So I'm going to jump back onto the internet, and I've got a nice picture of some blue flames ready. So I'm going to copy this image. Now I haven't checked if this is a large scale image, so let's see what we get. Oh, it's not too bad, but I think you could get much larger image than that. That'll be fine for the moment. So let's push this down to about kind of halfway on his body. Okay, so what we need to do now is get a selection area that is the same shape as the silhouetted man, and then we can apply that to the flames area and just press delete and cut out around. So I'll hide this for the moment, go back onto the suit copy layer, and then I'm going to use the magic wand tool to just kind of very lazily kind of grab around the edge of this guy. So now that I've got sort of like an edge to work with, I can invert that, and hopefully it will just snap to the black area. So we'll go Select, Inverse, and you can see it's kind of snapped to the black area around the guy. Okay, so now I'm ready to apply this really to my flames layer. So I'll click on the flames layer, turn it on so I can see, and I'm going to copy, Command C, and paste, Command V, that onto a new layer. I'm going to call this new layer Flames, and I'm going to hide the old Flames layer below. Great, so we've got our guy. He's slightly misaligned, so you might want to just kind of nudge that up or down depending on where the misalignment is. Let me find just ever so slightly. And I'm also going to set a kind of like a blend mode on here so I can see some of the details of the silhouette. And to do that, I'm going to add a layer mask, which is that one down there. Go to my gradient tool and choose the third one along, and then just kind of click and drag from the middle, and that's how I get that kind of see-through effect. Brilliant. Okay, so I've got some areas still where this is kind of overlapping onto the guy, and I'm going to use the pen tool really to do my remaining cutouts. So the pen tool is really handy because when you use it, you get a really straight kind of lovely kind of curvy shape. You don't have to worry about any sort of pixely edges. And it's a really nice tool to use. So you'll notice when I'm dragging out a tool or a line, sorry, I just kind of click and drag and hold, and wherever these kind of anchors are going, that's the direction kind of the curve. And to join up, hover over the first one and click to get it to stick. Okay, you've got a white arrow here which you can use to get the pen options open on individual points, and you can drag those around and get them to go into any shape you like. And if you don't want two sides to move, if you want just one side to move, if you hold Alt, that side will move individually on its own. So remember, you can move individual points, you can move individual anchor points. Sorry, accidentally clicked on there, so I'm just going to delete that mask. We'll just unhighlight it, that'll get rid of it. Okay, so you've got some options. Sorry, let's get rid of that mask. Okay, disable. Well, let's just delete that effective mask. Okay, so I'm going to do like a wibbly wobbly cutout down here to make it look like the kind of the picture is dripping off the page. So let's grab the pen tool, zoom in a bit, grab that pen tool. I'm just going to click and drag, and let's go into this curvy shape here, click and drag, I'm just going for like some kind of splodgy kind of shapes, and then I'm just going to click, and you notice if you just click you get a straight line. Great, so that's done. Now I can do some adjustments with the white arrow. So I'm not really sure about this one. Maybe I want to pull that down. Pull that down a little bit here. And this one, I think I want to kind of curve out this way. It really is up to you, kind of how you want to edit this. Just have a little mess around really and see what you end up with. Okay, now I'm happy. I need to make this into a selection area, so I'm going to press Control and oh no, I'm going to go to my paths area first, then press Control and make this into a selection area. Press OK, and my paths are now become marching ants, which is great. It's my selection area. Go back to layers, and now I can press Delete, and it will get rid of those areas. If I go onto my suit layer, I can press Delete as well, and suddenly I've got kind of that kind of dripping effect. I'm going to use that pen tool over here on the arm because I really don't like the fact that my gradient mask has kind of gone over that white area. So I'm going to deselect, go back up to this layer, grab the pen tool and start working on the area. Click and drag as I go. And really, it's up to you where you put those pen marks. Doesn't matter if it's not exact. I'm just looking for a smooth edge really. That's all I want. Okay, remember you can make your adjustments with the white arrow. So I'm going to make an adjustment here. I'm going to pull out that handle. Let's pull. I'm going to move this one independently, so I'll hold down Alt. I'm going to grab it first, then hold down Alt. I can move that independently. Great, and remember, go to Paths, right click, make selection, press OK, and go back to your Layers panel, and now I can press Delete and get rid of some of that area. It really is that simple. Right guys, give it a go.